Hey there, Lara Riggio here, your energy coach, and today I'm going to share with you an exercise that can help you overcome both the anxiety and fear that can be held inside your physical body that can be blocking you from moving forward and taking action on having what you want. In my blog, I share two stories, one about myself and how I physically was blocking myself from love, and the other is about a friend who really had her dream come true. She got a great book deal, and how she was physically blocking herself from being able to write all the wonderful things that she has to share with the world. In my friend's case, she literally her stress and her anxiety and pressure to make this book perfect was causing a huge pain in her neck that physically blocked her and kept her uncomfortable enough that she had trouble sitting and writing. The pain was so intense. In my own case, every time I saw a good-looking guy, that I was attracted to, I would look at him and my face would involuntarily get completely red and I would turn my head away. I literally couldn't control the response. And so flirting was just out of the question. So how was I gonna meet somebody I was attracted to when I couldn't even be with them or get the words out to talk to them? So at the time, I was doing energy work because it had cured me of chronic fatigue syndrome. And so I decided I was going to work on this as well. It was a physical reaction. If I had reprogrammed my ability to handle chemical stress and all the food I was eating, why couldn't I control my emotional stress? So I started working on this and found that this reaction was being caused by a distrust of men. And I had this from my childhood because I saw my parents when I was young unhappy in their marriage. Now, of course, they did therapy together, they got healthier, and ultimately had a happy marriage. But when my subconscious beliefs were being created at the age of 5 about marriage and commitment, I saw them not so happy. More about that story is in the blog if you want to hear more. But that's what created this physical reaction to flirting for me. And when I was able to release this distrust of men from my past, I started meeting men everywhere because I could make eye contact, I could smile, I could have a conversation. And I went from literally having a dry spell of over a year with no dates to dating like 3 guys at one time. It was pretty phenomenal. And within the year, I also met my husband. So pretty exciting stuff. With my friend, we were able to release her need to have the book be perfect. And we got her connected to her own value and her own excitement about what she needed to share and wanted to share in this book. And then the juices started flowing, her neck released, and now she's in a groove with it and working really pretty diligently every day on it. So these issues can all be held in your tissues, and it can make it really, really hard for anything that you want to move forward in your life to happen because you have a physical resistance to actually doing it. I even ask you, how many women of you out there want to start dating, but find that every time you go to get online or maybe even flirt like me, you have this anxious response. It's way harder to do something new when you're having these reactions. So I'm going to share with you an exercise right now that's going to help you move old information and old energy from your past out of your chakra system so that you can actually be free to move forward and take action without all of this old weight and physical resistance from the past. See, when we're kids, we don't have the power that we have as adults. So we see things as they are really from a disempowered place because a lot of our own choices we don't make for ourselves as children. But as an adult, you can make choices which keep you feeling safe, happy, and free in your life. So the exercise today is going to focus on your ability to trust yourself and to trust the decisions you make and empower you to make decisions that are going to uphold your own value and make sure that you get what you deserve. So I want you to start off by thinking about any area in your life where this may be an issue. Is there anything that you're trying to do, like maybe it's starting to date, maybe it is doing something new in your career, maybe it's asking for that promotion, whatever it is, if you're feeling any physical resistance or anxiety to moving something forward, think about that situation. And then I want you to think about, where do you feel that in your body? So when you think about it, do you get tension in your jaw, maybe your neck, maybe your stomach, your back? And as we do the exercise, focus on that. And this exercise really should help you move it through your system so we can free you up to take action. So we're going to start with tapping the first chakra. Okay, so you're going to place your left hand on your forehead, and when you do this, you're holding neurovascular points that can calm your central nervous system. So holding those neurovascular calming points, you're going to find your pubic bone and you're going to tap your pubic bone. So you're going to go find your belly button, and you can see I'm actually pregnant right now, so you get to see my little pregnant belly here. And I find my belly button. I'm going to go down on my pubic bone, okay? And you're going to tap your pubic bone. It's the bone at the very, very base of your torso. So you're going to tap that as you think to yourself, as an adult, I can trust myself to make decisions which keep me feeling safe and free. As I move forward and get what I want, I can make decisions which keep me feeling safe and free. And now pause here, and right where you stop tapping, I want you to take a deep breath into that pubic bone area. Breathe it into it. And then you're going to exhale the air out. Good. Now you're going to take your right hand and you're going to place it just under your belly button, and you're going to tap there. It's your second chakra. And as you tap here, I want you to think to yourself, I can understand my value and trust that I am complete within myself. I can understand and know my value and trust that I am complete within myself. And go ahead and pause here and just take a deep breath right under your belly button into that chakra. And then exhale the air out of your mouth. And now you're going to move your hand above your belly button, okay? So right above your belly button on your solar plexus. And as you tap this point, you're going to think to yourself, I can be conscious of what I want and trust myself to make decisions which support it. I can be more conscious of what I want and trust myself to make decisions which support it. Pause here and breathe into that chakra. Breathe under your hand. And exhale the air out. Great. Now you're going to go to your heart chakra, right in the center of your sternum here, and you're going to tap this. And you're going to think to yourself, I can trust that I am enough and I have enough to be able to get what I want. I can trust that I am enough and I have enough to get what I want. And pause here and breathe into this chakra. And exhale the air out. And now just shake both hands out. We're going to just switch hands so that that hand that's holding your forehead doesn't get too tired, okay? So put your right hand on your forehead, and now you're going to tap your throat chakra. And you're going to just think to yourself as you tap your throat chakra, I can trust myself to ask for what I need with love and grace. I can trust myself to ask for what I need with love and grace. And pause here and breathe into this. And exhale the air out. Great. Now you're going to go in your third eye and tap here. And you're going to think to yourself, I can trust that what I want is possible. I can trust that what I want is possible. I can trust that what I want for myself is possible. And pause here and breathe into this. And exhale the air out. And now you're going to tap the very top of your head. And as you do that, you're going to think to yourself, I can trust my connection to my highest self's wisdom. I can trust my connection to the guidance of my higher self's wisdom. I can trust the guidance of my inner and highest self's wisdom. Pause here and breathe into this. And then exhale the air out. And now you're going to place one finger inside your belly button, the other one in between your eyebrows, and you're going to pull up on these points. And as you do, check into your body and think about taking action on what you want and your resistance to it before, and see where you felt it in your body and see if it isn't a little easier and more open now. Take another deep breath. Exhale, and go ahead and tap into that area where you felt stress before and see if there's any stress left. Breathe into that area. Exhale any of the stress out with the air that you're releasing. And know that you can do this tapping routine and stop and tap those chakras longer if you need to. By tapping the chakras, you're actually releasing some of that old energy that could be stuck in your chakra, so that when that's released, you can feel more free to take action on what you want now versus being hindered by the circumstances of your past. So do this as much as you need to. And I'm also doing a free masterclass this Thursday night. And in that masterclass, we're going to go through and actually test. We're going to test some positive statements. One like, I can trust and lean on my ability to make good decisions for myself. I can accept myself for everything that I am. It is safe to give and receive love. Statements like that we really do need to believe to have a lot of the things we want in our lives. And when we test them, we're going to see if we have a stress reaction to them. And if there's a stress reaction, it means that there's some information from our past that we're still holding on to that could keep us from believing that that's true for ourselves today. And guys, without really understanding and knowing that whatever we want for ourselves is possible, including all these positive statements that I'm going to test with you, it is really hard to move forward. So we'll do an exercise then to release any of the stress that we have around believing that these beliefs are possible, so that we can free ourselves up to believe that we are worthy, we are deserving of the love and success that we want in our lives, and make it a lot easier to make choices, to move forward and get what we want. So that's one thing that we're going to do. We're also going to look at our relationship with our mom and see if there's anything out of order with that relationship, and do a little healing exercise so that we can heal one of the really foundational relationships in our lives that could be causing some stress from the past that could be hindering us from moving forward today. So I hope you'll join me. The link to sign up for it is right below and also in my blog with those stories. So go ahead and check it out. It's free. I can't wait to see you there, and I am wishing you so much joy, love, and freedom always.